Hello and welcome to all you Taurians. This is your monthly horoscope for March 2016, and we've got a lot that is happening, but not so drastic for you Taurians. So that is good, isn't it? It doesn't always have to be you in the spotlight and happening all kinds of stuff. Especially last year with Saturn in your opposite sign. It's a bit more gentle now. And let's have a look what's happening. There are eclipses happening, and but not in key areas of your life. And certainly the solar eclipse is happening in a part of your chart that is, the Piscean energy is going very smoothly with you, Taurus energy. So it's not going to be that drastic for you. So what is this all about? Now, eclipses belong to a Saros family of eclipses. And if you think, what the hell are you saying? I put a link below here that is for those of you who love to learn about astrology, who explains a little bit more what Saros family is. But basic line is here that some eclipses have some energies, they have a flavor. And this belongs to these eclipses, the two of them, that are happening in Pisces and in Libra. They belong to the Saros 18 South family. This is an eclipse of transformation. This is an eclipse of letting go and new beginnings. And new situations coming up with new positive outcomes that are possible. That's the flavor of those eclipses. Now, let's break this down to the eclipse in your 11th house, which is very nice energy. Eclipse in Pisces is in your 11th house, so it's the sun and the moon together. But it's also together with Chiron, so conjunct, which is the wounded healer. It's together with Saros, which is a nurturing kind of asteroid, which has to do with nurturing. And it's together with the South Node, which emphasizes again the release and the letting go. Pisces also is about release and letting go. So you have three whammies here, not double whammy, but three. So it's about letting go already, when it's about this particular eclipse family. It's about letting go because of Pisces energy, and it's about letting go because of the South Node. The South Node is what we release. It happens to you in the 11th house, which could be, in its most general sense, aspirations. So old aspirations. Maybe you had an aspiration, it could be anything actually, but maybe you had an aspiration for a long time to follow that course for a new job. And maybe now you're saying, this was not realistic. Actually, clinging to this aspiration is more painful, the Chiron there, and is not nurturing me anymore, which is the South Node there. So I'm going to let it go. Or maybe it is a friend that is absolutely not nurturing you anymore. So it's they're taking maybe too much or whatever, or you're taking too much and you say it's too codependent here. I will have to let that pattern go. Maybe not the friend itself, but letting that pattern go. So that's the 11th house. It's not the most important house, but it can be having a knock-on effect on other areas of your life. So it's a good time to think about that. And also thinking about the aspirations that were no longer suiting you. Maybe even on a relationship level, that you say, this relationship, I'm trying to get out of this, or I'm trying to achieve something with this relationship that is absolutely not possible, and I have to let go of this. We all have those times that we need to release certain aspirations, and that's what's going on with you Taurians. Now, on the other hand, the opposing sign is Virgo, and you've got Jupiter and the North Node there, which is fantastic. It's your 5th house. So whilst you are releasing what I just mentioned, you go towards growth when you spend some more time towards your own creativity, towards your own expression, towards your own hobbies. So get some new hobbies, get some new projects done. Maybe start a new business if that is something that you want. Maybe leave an old aspiration and get into some new projects. But this is on a very practical level because it's in Virgo. So a lot of Taurians want to get more real when it comes, maybe romance even. You know, if you're a single Taurian and you want to meet someone, this is fantastic time because you're letting go of maybe an old friend that you had an eye on, and you know it's not realistic, and now you're going out amongst other friends, and you're going out and you're going to theater and restaurants or whatever, cinema. And that is where your growth is. The growth is towards fifth house things, or maybe a new baby. Maybe you decide to have a baby. So there's a lot that is released, but that makes space for this, where the Jupiter and the North Node is, but not in a stupid, unrealistic way. No, in a very realistic way, and in a way that you do these step by step, because Mars and Saturn are also working out here in your 8th house, and Mars and Saturn is all about, Mars is your energy, so it's in the 8th house for the whole month. Actually, it's going to be there for a long time, but also Saturn is there. So this is where your hard work is done, and it's done on an inner level. The 8th house is a psychological level, so you're transforming through all of this. On a psychological level, you're letting go, again, a lot of letting go, and this is making space, of course, but at the same time, it is working hard and realistic on what you value, and to get value from other people as well, to get help from other people as well. With the Mars and the Saturn, it can mean that it's not easy for you to get support from other people, to get, but it's a hard work to get more intimacy, or to get more healthy psychological relationships with other people, with a significant other, for instance. Mars is where we put a lot of effort in, and when it's with Saturn, it means it's not going smoothly, but it's better to do it in very little steps. So Taurians are working hard to accomplish that new transformation, whatever it is for you. These are general horoscopes, so it's impossible to say what it is specifically, but the 8th house is a lot about values that you get from other people, and it's also a lot facing your fears as well. So if there's something that causes fear, it might be imaginative. There is a lot of mastered energy, Saturn, Mars energy, that is ready there to battle your fear. And this is a process that goes on up until August, so you've got your time. So if it is going on for a week, that you say, I'm battling my fears here, yay, and then you're saying, what the hell am I doing? It's normal, because it's with ups and downs. And this is a process. So a lot of Taurians will face the fears and will do whatever they're afraid of to do. Whether it is a small, and start small, if that is the case, because there are big chances that you are going to battle this. And by staying grounded, by, that Jupiter in Virgo, expressing yourself, very real way. So I like the month for the Taurians. Enjoy it. I wish you a very, very good month. Thank you for listening, and see you next month. Bye bye.